Hi friends, Simit here from InformedTrades.com. Today is March 6, 2014. Time for our daily Forex chart review. Basically, in this session starts each day at around 8:15 a.m. 8:15 a.m. New York time, 1:15 p.m. GMT. I review 20-some Forex charts, 20-some Forex pairs, the daily chart, share the trades I'm placing, my analysis of the markets as I see them. Of course, this is just my take. We have a whole bunch of information, all designed to help traders learn over at InformedTrades.com, not just Forex market, but other markets, other styles of technical and fundamental analysis. Definitely check it out. Register in our community, share your knowledge, ask your questions, and we can all learn together. Let's get started with a look at some of the currency pairs. Okay. On the screen right now is, well, let's look at, basically overnight has been a tumultuous affair for my account. I mean, nothing too unexpected. It's all within acceptable risk parameters, so that's good. But I did incur. Well, let's wait for the chart to come up. I did have a short trade on Kiwi dollar. What's going on here? Okay. Well, I did have a short trade on Kiwi dollar that got stopped out. So that hit my account for about a 0.25% drop, and now I've got a bunch of other positions filled, and they are not looking too good at the moment either. So let's see. What's going on here? Having some technical difficulties. Okay, screen seems a little stuck. Let's see if this one works. Okay, and let's load. So huge day up in pound Kiwi, big decline in Kiwi in the New Zealand dollar. If we can get these charts to work properly, I apologize for that. Well, there seems to be some issue with the saved account settings I had, but basically, I had my. Oh, this is freezing up on me. Not sure if this is. I think there might be an issue with the charting application I'm using, TradingView, which normally works great, and I'm a big fan of. I don't know. Sometimes. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. Finally. Okay, so now let's go to the daily view. Hopefully that. Okay, so you can see it hit my stop. The red line is where the stop is at, and it just broke right through that. So, so that's unfortunate. Nothing I can do about that. Now I've got some other concerns where my stop hasn't been hit yet. Aussie Swiss. Okay, so you can see the stop is at that red line, and it's not, price action is not looking too good at the moment. Let's zoom in on the 4-hour chart. Okay. Well, hopefully the market's reacting to this as a resistance level right here. I'll actually plot that. So hopefully this level here the market is treating as a resistance level. We see this looks like could be a shooting star candle, but we'll see. Let's see what it looks like on the hourly chart. Okay. Well, in any event, that's Aussie Swiss. So just to give a broad overview of where I'm at with my trading account, I have on 4 positions now. So I really don't have any more room for risk tolerance. So I won't be putting on any orders today. All 4 positions are filled, and unfortunately, all 4 positions are losing money. So if all the stop gets hit, if every stop gets hit, my account will fall 1%, in addition to the 1/4% that I already lost on Kiwi dollar. So that's not good, but it's a little premature. There's no need to be. And let's see, who knows? They could all turn around and all go in my favor. Aussie Swiss. But in any event, my risk tolerance is okay. There we go. Let's move this to the daily chart. I'm sort of at my risk, my maximum risk. Yeah, I had short here, and I've been waiting for this a long time. This might still be. I mean, that's definitely. We're in a downtrend. The way I see it, all the price is now above the 50 simple moving average. So we'll see. To me, this still looks. Well, that could be a learning lesson to not really wait for the price to make sure the price is below the 50 moving average if you're going to short, and above it if you're going to buy. Because I did go short when price was above the 50 something moving average. That's one sign that maybe momentum wasn't the way I thought it was. I am looking at the chart. You can just see a general downtrend. In any event, maybe Australian dollar is now ready to head higher. The other concern is Euro Kiwi. And I had set to go long Euro. Yeah, so here you can see it. I had my order to go long here, and the stop is here. This isn't looking good either. None of these, sometimes the positions going against you with the price action can be a little encouraging before it hits your stop. And in this case, this is not looking good for me in the least. And we have pound yen. Well, hindsight's always 20/20. Let's see, actually, pound yen might look a little better. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. We do have a big spike and then candle moving down. So that's on the hourly. So that's of some interest. 4-hour looks a little bearish too. So pound yen could be the redemption here. We'll see. Anyway, that's the way things are at the moment. The thing that I always try to, when I have a few losing trades like this, well, these stops haven't been hit yet. So that's one thing. My concern may be a little premature. But in any event, I am going to have some losing trades, and in general, my methodology, looking largely for high reward risk trades, is one in which, you will get. I will lose most of the time. So it's just those winners. I just need those big winners to really pan out for me. That's sort of where my approach is. Just 1 second. I need to adjust something off screen. Playing around with the curtains here. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the euro pairs. Euro Australian dollar. And let's make sure we're looking at the daily chart. Okay. Euro Australian dollar could be a buy here. It's similar to Aussie Swiss, but not entirely. In any event, we're still in the middle of this range here. No real action to take. Possibly buy at 50.15 right here, that black line. But we've been waiting for a pullback on Euro Australian for a while. And now let's see if we get it. Other thing to note is that price is now below the 50 simple moving average, which I'm not in general, and that's something that I'm still working on clarifying in my mind. I do like to look at the 50 simple moving average. I plot on every chart, but in general, I prefer to observe the price action that I'm seeing. So here, for instance, we see prices clearly in an uptrend. Just because, for instance, down here, if you were unwilling to buy because price was below the 50 simple moving average, this is clearly the best time to buy. So we saw what happened afterwards. Euro Canada falling, and this could be interesting. I still want it to fall, basically to 49.75. To me, that's the level to wait for. I'll hold out until we can follow this black line here. Like I mentioned, swing trading, it's all about buying the dips in the uptrend and selling the rallies in the downtrend. Euro Swiss. Now I do have an entry order here at this black line. Basically, it was at a support level, and we saw a morning star pattern. So I thought, why not? It seems like a good chance to buy. Let's see if that gets filled. Euro Swiss is, notoriously range bound, trades in a very tight range. So when trading Euro Swiss, you're probably not expecting a huge move, but you can use a large position size as a result. Dollar Singapore is a little similar, although not nearly to the same extent that Euro Swiss is. Euro Pound. Still want more of a pullback here. I'm going through these pairs a little quicker because I'm not going to be placing orders today, not with the 4 trades that I have on at the moment. Euro Pound. Let's see if it pulls back. But nothing at the moment. Euro Yen. Euro Yen's rallying. Yeah, so I've been waiting for this pullback here. It hasn't happened. So I wonder if it will, but if it doesn't, I guess, so be it. We'll see. It's a little frustrating to miss out on an opportunity, but it's better to miss out. In my experience, it's better to miss out than to chase. Euro Kiwi, we saw this, unfortunately. Looks like it's going to hit my stop. Actually, let's look at it on the hourly chart. Well, maybe this is a sign of some type of bottom of sorts. We'll see. Not looking too good for me on Euro Kiwi. Oh, I just noticed something. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, so maybe, this is interesting. I'm just going to plot this line right here. What happened? Yeah. Well, maybe we now see this is actually a little encouraging. I'm looking at the 4-hour chart. You could argue that this is a previous support level, right? Because the market actually bounced off here and then it ended up going all the way up here. So maybe the market's going to rally from here. We'll see. It is forming the candle's not complete, but it is forming a doji pattern right there. So sometimes I'll look in on these shorter time frames just to get a clearer idea of what's going on right now. Sometimes zooming in on the shorter time frame can reveal more precisely when the market is getting ready to reverse. Euro US dollar. Okay, 36.55. I've noted that before in previous videos as the level I'm watching. That remains true today. Oh, okay, let's go to the pound pairs. Pound Australian dollar. Still waiting for a pullback to 81.43. You can see we're in an uptrend. You can see that as an established support level. It's really as simple as that, just waiting for the market to pull back. Pound Canada. Same concept here. Another Canadian dollar has been the trade that, if you missed out on it, you probably, like I did, that's a little discouraging because it's been on an enormous run against virtually every currency except the yen, I think. But yeah, just waiting for a pullback. Let's see if it comes. 80.30, really? is I wouldn't want to enter anywhere but this accumulation zone here. Maybe I could be convinced of, actually, maybe I could be convinced of 82 right here, 82.40, which is a 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of this swing low to this swing high. It could also be the top of the channel, and perhaps it could be the 50 simple moving average if we can get that moving average to rally all the way up here. We'll see. I'll also be on the lookout for candlesticks, but in either event, we still need a little more of a pullback. Pound Swiss, yeah, in the trading range here, in this price channel, not at a supported resistance level, so I'll pass. Basically want to enter at points where it looks like the market is going to turn. If you're sort of in the middle of a range and there's no sign the market would turn there, then there's no real point. Pound yen, I'm in on this trade. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. So we are running into some, it is getting a little weaker. That's encouraging. My stop is 80 pips away or so. That's nice. You like to see the big, nice long wick. Oh, it's interesting. You can see this in real time, so it's going to be a lot of action. But hopefully, this is a distribution zone, and we're ready to head back down. Okay, that's pound yen. Crazy volatility on pound yen. Pound kiwi. Okay, let's make sure we're looking at the daily chart. Yeah, Kiwi dollar has really rallied sharply overnight. So, I mean, it took out I had a short Kiwi dollar position, took that out. Fortunately, I lost money on that. Yeah, hit my stop on that, and then, rally. Now my Euro Kiwi position is not struggling, and pound Kiwi. Well, let's see if it falls. If it follows this black line, that could be an interesting buying opportunity. Probably not, but maybe. I'll definitely revisit it if it falls to here. I might want to wait for an accumulation pattern of some type to emerge. And by that, I just mean, candles in a trading range, tight candles in a trading range. That signals that buyers are, gearing up to accumulate more. Pound dollar, okay, this still looks a little bearish to me. I remember, the trades I had put on, the short pound yen and long dollar yen. Long dollar yen hasn't gotten filled yet. But that looks to me like that was basically a synthetic short pound dollar trade. And that still looks valid to me. This looks like it could be a distribution zone. Let's actually look at it from a weekly chart. We'll get an idea of the distribution on the weekly. A little bit, not really. Maybe if it maybe if it behaves like this for a few more weeks. Okay. So yeah, I mean, no real trade here for me. I'm interested in buying the dip, but it's got to fall at 65.50 before I do that. It's 130 pips. So nothing until then. That does it for the pound. Let's go to the U.S. dollar. Dollar Canada. Okay, now this looks like, it's interesting because it looks like we're heading down. So, we have a pattern of lower highs in place. The market is heading lower. I don't know if I'd be interested. Part of me is thinking, well, we're still in an uptrend, and it'd be nice to buy the dip. I don't know about that anymore. Again, I'd like to see the candlesticks really confirm. In a situation like this where there's some uncertainty, I will insist upon candlesticks, which are probably my favorite thing. And the reason I like them so much is because they show supply and demand at that instant. It's a simple indicator, can be simple, that reveals what's going on like at the moment. I find it to be the most timely of analytical methods. In any event, still have to wait for more of a pullback on dollar Canada. Dollar Swiss. Okay. 89.03. I wonder if that's a level for me to enter at. Again, I'd want to see. Let's see if we get the candlesticks to confirm. But it needs to pull back 30 more pips at least. So there might be an opportunity on dollar Swiss shorting that. But let's see if it gives us 30 more pips. Dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen rallied. Now this is, man. Well, I missed out. This is the trade that I missed out on because of lifestyle inconveniences, but this would have been going in my favor. Um, because I should have placed the order here a couple days ago. It would have gotten filled and it'd be rallying. Oh well. That's life. Let's see. I still have the order on, so maybe if we pull back, it'll get filled. That's dollar yen. Now let's go to the Canada pairs. Canada Swiss. Yeah, still want more of a pullback, and like I mentioned, there are some diagonal lines there, and I will consider them, but horizontal lines are far more important for me. So I really want to see a pullback to 82.30, which is about 200 pips away. Canadian dollar, it's been it's been in quite the trend, and I've mentioned this before, but when you see a pair that's trending like that, often you will get a pullback that's just as sharp. So I'm just waiting for that. That hasn't really happened yet, but I am waiting for it. Patiently waiting. I think that can be a great opportunity. Canada yen, we are now closing above this black line here. So if we can pull back to it, I might be interested in going long 92.35 on Canada yen. Interestingly, the moving averages are about to cross 50 simple moving average, or actually it has crossed already the 200 exponential. Which might bring in some bears, but let's see if we can get some candlesticks if price can fall back to 92.35, and we can see the market find a bid, find some buyers come in and push it higher. At this point, I'm still watching 92.35 and close above it pretty convincingly, right? I mean, 1, 2, 3 candles, 3 strong bullish candles in a row. Let's see if we can get a pullback to that level. Might be a buying opportunity. Of course, like I mentioned, I'm operating at peak risk. I've got 4 trades on. None of my stops are a break even. So I'm not putting on a trade until there's some resolution to those, whether that's they go in my favor and I can move my stop to break even, or they get stopped out, something like that. Aussie Canada we're looking at now. I did have an entry order to go long at 88.33, this black line here. That has not gotten filled, so we'll see. Yeah, the profit target on that was 10037 right here. We'll see on that. So nothing to do at this point. The entry order is still waiting there. Aussie Swiss. Yeah, this is, well, I'm short this. We saw this earlier. Take a look at it on the hourly chart. Oh, that's encouraging. Okay, so at least we fell sharply below. Aussie yen. Yeah, look at that. Whew. That just burned right through. I had to move my stop to break even, so that's a huge rally in Aussie yen. And Aussie Kiwi. Okay, Aussie Kiwi. Nothing here really. Maybe actually if we go to, we'll see. This is another scenario. Well, of course, I'll need the candlesticks to confirm. But 107.50, and we're about 60 pips away from that at the moment. But we're going to see a 50 simple moving average there. We're going to see a major Fibonacci, I guess a Fibonacci retracement level, 50%, and a support level. So we have a lot of resistance level, a lot of confluence there. I really would like to see candlesticks confirm, as always, and this price channel. So we can get it over here. That'd be nice. Still might be the end of the week. The thing where I need extra confirmation is, this is still a bit of a tight range. So we haven't had a huge pullback. Percentage-wise, it works, but it's still a little bit of a small range. So that's why I really want to see extra confirmation in a tight range like that. And Aussie US dollar. Okay, that order has gotten filled, and my stop is right there. I think I just got stopped out on something in the course of this video. What was that? Oh, my pound yen. Yeah, just got stopped out on. Huh. Let's take a look at that pound yen trade real quick, which got stopped. We were just looking at that like a few minutes ago when we were reviewing pound. There we go. Oh, look at that. That is harsh. That is cold. You see what happened there. So the stop is actually a little, again, it depends on what broker you're using and things like that. But basically, that's what happened. It basically spiked. It hit my stop, and that's that. Oh well. That's the way the game works. You definitely got to be careful. In general, I try to position my stop, and that's the thing. I don't want to. I know that type of stuff can happen, especially with the yen. The yen is all about having spikes, and the broker, you're one broker they're generally in the same ballpark, but a pip or two off. So some brokers can have widen the spread for a little bit, others won't. Things like that. Anyway, that's pound yen. Nothing hit that stop. Spike happens. Okay, so let's go to Kiwi currency pairs. So now I do have some risk tolerance. Now actually, in the course of this video, there is an order. If I want to place it, I can. But I already have some entry orders pending too. So let's see where my entry orders are. At the moment, I have entry orders on Aussie Canada. That's not going to get filled. Euro Swiss and dollar yen. Actually, they're all pretty far away, so I don't know if any of them will get filled. Kiwi Canada. Okay, still need more of a pullback before I do anything here. Kiwi Swiss. Okay, and this is going to be similar to Euro Kiwi, which I'm in on the trade already. In that Euro Kiwi position, man, these crosses are so volatile. That's actually slightly in the money at the moment. Yeah, so this could be an interesting short. That's what I was thinking, but I'm already trading this via Euro Kiwi, and I don't want to put another one on. But you definitely see a reversal candlestick at the 200 exponential moving average at this resistance level. That's an interesting sign. I'm playing it via Euro Kiwi just to illustrate. Right, so you have this hammer off support, one of my favorite patterns. So I don't want to put on another pair in that. Euro Kiwi and Kiwi Swiss are basically two on the same, or very similar, very highly correlated because Euro Swiss are highly correlated. Kiwi Yen, man, major rally in Kiwi. Look at that. And the yen is back to falling sharply, so blink and you miss it, really type of thing with the yen. Of course, I was shorting pound yen, which I still like technically. That was a counter trend trade, one of my first ones, and that maybe that shows why I shouldn't counter trend trade. When will I learn? Kiwi yen though, that's rallying. If it falls back to 83.46, and that actually is, I'm still experimenting with counter counter trend trading, I don't necessarily regret it, but now I have to proceed cautiously, even though I had all the confirmations I like, and I think I would try that trade again if I had the chance. But it's something I'm observing in my head, making a mental note of whether counter trend trading. I just need to research it more. I think there's a big opportunity in that, but I need to work on it. Kiwi dollar, yeah, this hit my stop. We already saw that, so we'll see. Maybe if it can rally. I thought it was in a range. Now I see this as being bullish. So let's see if it pulls back and gives me something there. That's about it. No trades for me to put on this morning. Been a slightly rough 24 hours for my account in that I lost on 2 trades. Although that's not the end of the world, and definitely, I've had worse losing stretches. And the main thing is, when you have a couple losers in a row, if you're keeping your risk in check and you're following your reward risk, you can bounce back from it. So that's about it. Any questions you have, anything you want to add, join us at InformedTrades.com. Thanks and best of luck in your trading.